It's not an exoneration of Alec Baldwin. This isn't a dismissal on the merits of the case itself. Speaking of merits, we know one case was already decided, the one against Hannah Gutierrez. So what happens now? Does she get a new trial, and should she? Let's talk about it with our guest. Still with me, former prosecutor and criminal defense attorney Ryan Tutera, and want to welcome in attorney Seth Berenzweig, who does some sports law and entertainment law as well. All right, great to have you both here. Ryan, let me start with you, please. Jason Bowles is probably getting ready right now to leave his house and go to court and file that motion for a new trial. Talk to me here. What do you think his likelihood of success is?
Well, Julie, I'll tell you this. I know I would be if I were him. I would be, chomping at the bit to get that motion filed. I would have been working on it all weekend with glee. I think that there are some very good argument for Ms. Gutierrez's case to come back, and be re-examined under this after-discovered evidentiary violation. She has every right to bring that motion, and unearth this conviction that, quite frankly, although it wasn't a decision on the merits of her case had this evidence been tested. I had this situation occur in a state case, in an attempt where there was evidence that was not brought forth to myself and a colleague, and we successfully moved for a mistrial, and it was granted. However, we asked for dismissal with prejudice. We had to retry it again because the judge was not willing to go that far. But I do think that in her case, I think that this is going to be a landmark, decision by the judge in Mr. Baldwin's case, and I think that any lawyer would bring that motion, and they would be filing it at 8:30 in the morning when that clerk's office opens, and I think it would be the right thing to do.
I'm with you, Ryan. And Seth Berenzweig, to you next, please. Jason Bowles has indicated to us he's filing that ASAP, and he's confident. Tell us your thoughts on what the court will do, if Friday is any indication for us.
Well, the developments on Friday were absolutely unbelievable. It was an incredibly dramatic development in a very high-profile trial. I agree there'll definitely be a motion filed today, but I think the motion will probably also include a motion to dismiss. And certainly there's going to be a major development in this case. I predict that it will be dismissed. I think jeopardy attached in the case, and they heard the matter that was presented to the jury. But if you take a look at the transcript and what developed in court on Friday, it was just an absolute debacle. If this was a script in a parallel universe that was handed to Alec Baldwin, and they asked him whether he'd be interested in making this as a movie, he would say that he probably wouldn't take it, because he would say that no one would ever believe that something like this could have ever happened to begin with. This was an unbelievable development. One of the prosecutors during lunch that day suddenly quit and got permission for leave to withdraw his counsel from the case. The judge ordered a mini hearing. The prosecutor actually went from being the prosecutor to being a witness. She was put on the stand, and Alec Baldwin's lawyer started cross-examining her. It was absolutely unbelievable. And now we have this development and a dismissal with prejudice, which is a transcript that can be used in Ms. Gutierrez's case. So I absolutely agree, and I will take it a bit further and say that I think it will probably be dismissed. The last point that I would note is that the same judge, Judge Summer, that presided in Alec Baldwin's trial was the same judge in Hannah Gutierrez's trial. So she's out in front on both of these matters, and just an unbelievable turn of events.
I like your prediction, Seth. That could happen. Ryan likes it too. I see him nodding there. We'll see if this case against Hannah Gutierrez gets dismissed. I mean, can you imagine if they can establish this link and link this to the ammunition supplier, Seth Kenny? I mean, this could be incredible, an incredible turn of events. We've got to leave it there for now. Seth Berenzweig, great having you on the program. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon.